Man United CEO Arnold filmed in pub discussing Glazers and nightmare season. Manchester United chief executive Richard Arnold confessed that last season was a effing nightmare after agreeing to meet a group of angry fans. The man who is tasked with rebuilding the Reds both on and off the pitch admitted that while new boss Erik ten Hag will be given the funds to strengthen his team on the pitch, the club faces a £1 billion black hole in their plans to redevelop Old Trafford and the Carrington training ground. Arnold spoke to supporters at his local pub in Cheshire after being told a group had gathered there in the hope they would see him in the area. He agreed to listen to their grievances about the Glazer ownership of the club. And he then spoke honestly and forthrightly about the task he now faces after replacing Ed Woodward as chief executive. Arnold did not realize that the meeting was being filmed. But he was captured on camera saying, "We spent £1 billion on players. We have spent more than anyone in Europe. I'm not thrilled where we are. It doesn't sit easy with me, and I worry how we get this sorted for the future. What's happened is we have effing burned through cash," he said. What do Man United need to do this summer? Have your say in the comments section. You can't go to our training ground and say show me where the £1 billion is because we haven't spent money well historically. I'm not here to defend Chairman Joel Glazer. He must speak for himself. But you have taken the time to come here and make your views known, and I respect that. We've blown through an enormous amount of money. For this summer, the money manager and director of football, John Murtough, wants is there. For the future, for investing in a new stadium and a latest and greatest training ground, we've got to do something. We've got to get investors in. I need that to do what I want for the club. I've got to have more cash now because no club in the world has the money to build a new stadium. You either borrow it or invest it. The money has got to come from somewhere. You might not like our current owners, I can't help that. But if you want someone else to come in, they will see that the fans love the team and that is positive. But last year was a effing nightmare. There was hate at every game. United finished 6th last season, 35 points behind champions Manchester City. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was sacked before Christmas and Ralf Rangnick was put in temporary charge of the team for the rest of the campaign as protests over the Glazer ownership of the club grew. United's owners have promised greater transparency with supporters, and Arnold was true to his word. United's debts stand at £500 million, but after appointing Ten Hag as manager, they have promised to support him in the transfer market. Arnold, however, must find the cash to rebuild Old Trafford and redevelop the training ground. Architects have been appointed to draw up plans to turn United's famous home into a state-of-the-art stadium with an 80,000 capacity. But it is clear that they are struggling to raise the necessary funds under the Glazers' ownership model. Arnold was also questioned about United's protracted chase to sign Barcelona midfielder Frenkie de Jong. He insisted that he has learned from past mistakes and does not play a role in recruitment. Arnold added, "Money is not a consideration on who we want. The manager wants him, de Jong, and they have actually done the work. He's a great player. Is it 100 or 200? I don't know. Get who you effing want. Do you want me buying the players? Does that not ring a bell?"